कैमरा।
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन, आई एम श्रीधर. ओके, आई एम वर्किंग एज अ फ्रीलांसर. फाइन, रिमेंबर माय नेम. सो व्हाट इज सॉलिड वर्क्स? कुछ आइडिया है?
Uh, for it is used for designing. For
व्हाट?
design.
Okay, you can see here SolidWorks is a three-dimensional CAD tool, okay, which is used to create the digital models and the drawings on the computer. Okay, and it uses parametric, solid and feature based CAD system. Okay, तो यहाँ पे पैरामेट्रिक मतलब क्या, सॉलिड मतलब क्या, फीचर बेस्ड मतलब क्या? आई एक्सप्लेन नाउ. पैरामेट्रिक मॉडलिंग मतलब कुछ आइडिया है क्या एग्जैक्टली पैरामेट्रिक मॉडलिंग मतलब?
No.
ओके, अभी यहाँ पे मॉडल दिख रहा है ना.
Uh,
अब you can see, no, this is a circle and he has given the diameter 19, right?
yes, right. Yes.
And from the center to this face it is 14, the dimension is given, and from this point to this particular point it is 38. Now if you model anything, you can come back to model any time and you can make the changes here. Let's say I need it to be 16, just change it and save the model, and the diameter should be 22 for me. You can change it. So parametric in the sense you can change anytime. Okay, getting, no?
Yes, yes.
So any example the software which is non-parametric? Non-parametric,
NX.
non-parametric मतलब क्या?
मतलब we can't change its dimension.
Parameters, yes.
Parameter.
Any example?
NX.
NX पे तो होता है ना डायमेंशन, तो वहाँ पे
AutoCAD.
जाके चेंज कर सकता है. ऑटो कैड पता है?
हाँ.
एक बार तूने लाइन मारा तो उसे एडिट करके तू छोटा कर सकता है, नहीं ना?
नहीं.
गेटिंग नाउ? सो
Yes.
AutoCAD is the best example for non-parametric modeling software. Okay, and constraints, coming to constraints, there are two types of constraints. One is geometrical constraints and the dimensional constraints. Any idea about geometrical and dimensional constraints?
Constraints means जब हम किसी point पे उसको lock कर दे.
Yes, correct. Constraint in the sense it is kind of restrictions, right?
Yes.
Let's say this is a circle, right?
Yes.
मैंने यहाँ पे डायमीटर ही नहीं दिया, 19 स्पेसिफाई नहीं किया, तो इट कैन बी समथिंग, इट कैन बी वॉट एवर द वैल्यू. 25 भी दे सकता हूँ, 50 भी दे सकता हूँ. गेटिंग? एंड इफ आई फिक्स इट टू 19 diameter, it is a dimensional constraint. Getting?
Yes.
And here it is 14, this is also a dimension constraint. Then length, width, height, these all comes under dimensional constraints. So what is geometrical constraints? Any idea?
Geometrical. No.
Concentric पता है?
क्या?
Concentric, concentric.
No.
Okay, what is tangents, perpendicular, parallel?
Yes.
These all are known as geometrical constraints. So these all the
Geometry.
constraints define the geometry. Let's say मेरे पास एक shape है triangle, right? If someone says about the triangle, what are the geometrical constraints over there? Opposite edges should be parallel to each other, correct?
Yeah.
That is geometrical constraints. And each and every corner, the angle should be how much?
45.
90 degree, no? Sorry. If I am asking, sorry, I told about
Triangle.
rectangle. Sorry, not the triangle. If the triangle is there, it is changed, like it will change. So it should be, I think, 60, 60, 60, 180, right?
Yeah.
So angle should be 60 for that. But what about rectangle? You just tell me the geometrical
90.
constraints for this. What and all the things are there? Any idea? If I consider
Uh,
rectangle,
Parallel sides,
hmm. Only one side or both the sides?
both the sides,
Okay, what is the angle?
90 degree.
Okay, fine. So let's move ahead with the. I hope you got the difference between what is geometrical constraints and dimensional constraints, right?
Yes, yes.
Next, what is this solid modeler? Any idea?
Solid model, cube.
Not like that. यहाँ पे model दिख रहा है.
Yes.
Can I say this model as a practical model, real solid model? Yes or no?
No.
Why? Because this particular design or a component doesn't have any physical and the mechanical properties, right?
Yes.
Any idea about the physical and mechanical properties? Physical properties in the sense weight, right? Then density, volume, these all comes under physical properties. And then what is mechanical properties there? Young's modulus, stress, Poisson's ratio,
Yes.
these all comes
Yes.
under mechanical properties.
Mechanical.
Getting
Yes.
clear?
Yes.
If the particular model has these properties, we can say that is a real solid model, okay?
Okay.
And then there are two types of features in any of the software. If you are using any of the parametric software, you're gonna have these. One is sketch features and applied features. I hope you have already used Solid Edge or sorry like Unigraphics and all. So what are
Yes.
sketch features and applied features? Do you know the difference?
Sketch features means line.
Sketch based
Array
features.
and
You're telling about the sketch tools.
sketch features.
Think. What are sketch based features and what are applied features? 30-second
Symbol
time.
and all. Mirror.
What is mirror?
If we have to mirror some object or some line.
No, I know the feature, but what it is? Is it a applied feature or a sketch based feature?
Both.
No. See, sketched features in the sense the features which uses sketches. Simple, right?
Yes.
अभी मैंने कट एक्सट्रूड लिया तो स्केच यूज ही करता है ना तो रेक्टेंगुलर कट भी मार सकता है सर्कुलर कट भी मार सकता है यू नीड दी स्केच ओवर देयर राइट
Okay.
extrude, sweep, loft. These all are known as sketch-based features. Applied features, any example?
No idea.
Fillet.
Yeah.
स्केच चाहिए उसके लिए नहीं ना मिरर स्केच चाहिए नो chamfer shell right
Yes.
fine so next one is fully associative models so what are fully associative models here अब मैंने इस मॉडल का ड्राइंग निकालता हूँ ओके
Hmm.
सो फ्रंट एंड साइड व्यूज लाइक थर्ड एंगल प्रोजेक्शन मैं बताता हूँ उसका देन उसके अंदर डायमेंशन डिफाइन करता हूँ ड्राइंग्स के अंदर ओके एंड इन द ड्राइंग्स आई चेंज द डायमीटर टू 19 to 22 will it change into part yes or no
Yes.
if it is yes that is a fully associative models means it has the link between the part assemblies as well as the drawings if you make the changes anywhere in any of the template it's gonna change everywhere getting let's say you have the
Yes.
drawing you made the changes into the drawing so it will automatically update into parts as well as the assemblies and drawings clear that is known as fully associative
Model.
and next one is the design intent in the sense what the way or the procedure you follow to design any particular parts or any of the components okay so that I'll tell you like that I'll explain in the next session in the sense in upcoming session here and these are the few things about constraints and all you can go through just whatever the things I have explained any idea about the degrees of freedom
Degrees of freedom.
Degrees of freedom. What is degrees of freedom?
No, I don't know about it.
Let's think the component is in space. How many degrees of freedom it has?
What can you repeat?
Let's think the let's take a pen, okay, that is kept in space, not in gravity. It is free from gravity. So how many degrees of freedom it has?
0.
Degrees of freedom. So I'll explain what is degrees of freedom here. The number of independent possible ways the particular component can move. अभी देखो, लेट्स कंसिडर माउस है तेरे पास.
हाँ.
अभी वो माउस प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच के बारे में सोच. वो माउस का कितना डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम है बता. डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम इन द सेंस, like for example it is xyz translation and xyz rotation. Okay, 3 translation degrees of freedoms are there and 3 rotational degrees of freedom along xyz directions. Now by taking that one into account, tell me, if you consider mouse with practical approach, with the practical application, how many degrees of freedom that mouse has? No idea?
No.
Okay, अभी देखो माउस है तेरे पास. You can move it left and right, is it?
Yes.
With practical approach, right? So that is 1 degrees of freedom along x or y, anything. Okay,
Yes.
and you can move front and down, that is 1, right?
Yes.
Even you can rotate it, isn't it?
Yes.
So how many degrees of freedom it has?
3.
Okay, fine, good. You have the pen.
Yes.
कैप है उसका.
हाँ.
कैप को डाला तो उसका कितना डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम है?
1.
विच वन?
Up and down.
भाई वो रोटेट भी कर सकता है ना तू.
हाँ.
देन कितना हो गया?
2.
Then consider you have the bicycle.
Yes.
The front wheel you just consider. Imagine you're riding and you just need to tell me with the your, like, you just imagine you're riding the bicycle and considering the front wheel into account, how many degrees of freedom that particular front wheel has?
3.
Which and all?
Rotation,
Hmm.
forward,
Hmm.
and right and left.
राइट एंड लेफ्ट. राइट एंड लेफ्ट तो घुमाता है ना, तो एक ही हो गया ना वो.
हाँ.
So one is along any of the direction rotation and another is the same, right?
Yes.
But sometimes you gonna brake, like you gonna apply the brake, so it gonna transform to and fro also, so that is also you need to consider, isn't it? So on an average 3. Okay, getting any doubts here?
No.
With respect to degrees of freedom, in simple, एक कंपोनेंट है, ओके, विथ प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच उसका डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम कितना रहता है वो बताना है. अभी चलो तेरे पास एक नट्स एंड बोल्ट्स है, फास्टनर्स है. So how many degrees of freedom that particular fastener has? Fastener in this is screws. Okay. बोल्ट, नट एंड बोल्ट पता है?
हाँ.
प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच के हिसाब से बताऊं उसका कितना डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम है? नट एंड बोल्ट. नट एंड बोल्ट क्यों यूज करते हैं भाई? फिक्सिंग. तो इमेजिन करो तू उसे फिक्स कर रहा है, तो बोलो कितना है डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम?
1.
विच वन?
Rotation.
भाई तो रोटेट करते तो उसके हिसाब से नीचे भी जाता है ना वो.
हाँ.
कितना हो गया?
2.
देन वर्क ऑन द डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम्स. ओके, प्रैक्टिकल हिसाब से तुझे आगे सिमुलेशन भी सीखना है तो यू शुड नो अबाउट दिस ऑल द थिंग्स. अभी तू ही कंसिडर कर ले भाई, तू रुका है, कंसिडर यू आर स्टैंडिंग विथ प्रैक्टिकल अप्रोच. ओके, तेरे हिसाब से jumping not allowed, how many degrees of freedom you have?
front and back
Okay.
1. I can rotate 2
Mm-hmm.
and right and left
मुझे एक वैल्यू
3.
बता तू बस कितना है 3 क्या
Hmm.
ओके चलो इवेलुएट करते हैं फर्स्ट थिंग इज यू कैन मूव अलॉन्ग एक्स वाई डायरेक्शंस करेक्ट
Hmm.
मतलब तू कौन सा भी डायरेक्शन पे जा सकता है परंतु अलॉन्ग वाई डायरेक्शन यू कैनॉट वॉक इजंट इट
Hmm.
तो स्पेस पे नहीं चल सकता ऊपर नहीं चल सकता तो एक तो एक्स पे चलना पड़ेगा नहीं तो एक जेड पे चलना पड़ेगा अलॉन्ग नॉट विथ वाई गेटिंग
Yes.
तो घूम सकता है रोटेट इज इट अलॉन्ग विथ वन पर्टिकुलर एक्सिस मतलब रुक के घूम सकता है तो कितना हो गया 3 हो गए
2. हाँ.
देन व्हाट यू कैन डू you cannot even rotate along with any other directions okay these are the practical approaches got it so like this you need to think clear
Okay.
you need to remember there are 3 translation degrees of freedom along xyz directions okay and 3 rotational degrees of freedom total 6 degrees of freedom are there for any of the components now these are the few geometrical constraints just look at it horizontal vertical coincident midplane and all if you have any doubts here you just ask me now any doubts here
Symmetric constraint.
very symmetric
Lost.
सिमेट्रिक इन द सेंस अभी तुझे मैं बीच पे कट किया तो तेरा दोनों हिस्सा बराबर ही है ना
Hmm.
तो दैट इज नोन एज सिमेट्रिक इफ यू यूज एनी ऑफ द axis whatever the portions are there at the two sides they should be identical got it
And coradial.
coradial
Coradial.
uh, the circle should have same radius in the sense they are kind of arcs okay simple
Oh, okay.
clear
Yes.
next thing is user interface concentrate here very important anyway I'm gonna share the recording okay this is the menu bar at the top you can see in the menu bar you're gonna have the logo and the files and other menus very important is SolidWorks search okay and one more options will come here I'll explain that one later you can write down if you have the notes
Just
writing hello
yes.
am I audible
Yes.
okay write down SolidWorks user interface or SolidWorks has
SolidWorks has
just a minute
Bhai, देखो. See. I am not at all giving this puppy to customer, bhai.
yeah SolidWorks has
Sol-
6 main
Bhai, that
Six.
is what you have been said.
just a minute
35 one.
bro meeting is going on
No, sorry. Exactly. Bhai, 33 कर दिया, bhai. मेरे लिए.
yeah
No, see.
6 main tabs okay
Six
write down
main
first
tab.
one main tabs tabs first one menu bar
Menu bar.
उसके आगे ब्रैकेट डालो ब्रैकेट के अंदर राइट डाउन सॉलिडवर्क्स सर्च कॉमा ऑप्शंस
SolidWorks search, comma
ऑप्शंस
option.
उसके नीचे वाले लाइन पे जाओ राइट डाउन कमांड मैनेजर सेकेंड वन कमांड मैनेजर
Command.
उसके अंदर ब्रैकेट पे लिखो फीचर्स कमा
Feature,
स्केच
sketch,
कमा असेंबली surfaces etc. Done. Third one feature manager design tree. Feature manager design tree. ब्रैकेट पे लिखो प्रॉपर्टी मैनेजर
property manager,
and the configuration manager. Okay, these are the important things over there. Next one, fourth, task pane.
what?
Task pane. Here, TASK, task pane.
Okay.
In bracket you write design library, comma file
Design
explorer.
library,
Design library, file explorer, comma appearances. Next one, fifth one, heads up view toolbar. Heads up view toolbar. Okay, उसके अंदर write down section view inside the bracket section view,
section,
orientations,
orientation,
display style,
display style,
etc. The last one, graphics area and status bar. Graphics area and status bar. Okay, so these are the few things. I'll just close this one now. We'll directly jump on SolidWorks software to work on. Yep, so here let me open any of the component. This one I'll browse. Okay, here you just consider this is the entire assembly, and now we'll just go ahead with the user interface. So as I explained, the first thing is you can see this is the menu bar, okay, which has search here, concentrate, which has search bar here, and this is the option tool. Okay, right now you just remember this much, and then comes command manager. Inside the command manager you're gonna get the tabs for particular steps. For example, if you want to deal with the sketches, so you're gonna get this sketch tab, whether you get all the tools related to sketch. Okay, and if you are using the assemblies, with respect to assemblies, you're gonna get all the features. And same thing for sheet metal surfacing and other features. Clear about command manager? Am I audible?
Yes.
Audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. Next thing is feature manager design tree. The first tab you can see. This is the feature manager design tree. It's gonna give you the details about the features which you are dealing with and the planes and the origins. Okay. Next thing is the property manager. It's gonna give the input about the features which you're gonna work on. Let's say if you are using the fillets, it's gonna give the feature inputs, radius and all. This is the configuration tab. Here you can able to create the multiple configurations. Okay. And coming to task manager, here you have the design library where you're gonna get all the tools here. Let's say toolbox, in the sense you can get all the fastness ready made, and other design library in the sense you're gonna get the assembly features and the forming tools and all, everything ready made here. Okay, that I'll explain later. File Explorer, it is same as that of Microsoft Windows File Explorer. Over there you can directly browse any of the files from here directly. Okay, you can open the files from here, shortcut. And this is the view palette. If you work on drawings, it's gonna activate, otherwise it will be inactive. And the appearance tab, from using this you can able to add up the appearances. Okay, and then coming to heads up view toolbar, you're gonna get the section views. You can create the section views by using these options. Okay, you can change the planes as per your requirement. Okay, and you can use the orientations. From this you can change the orientations. Okay, and this is about like changing the views formats. Let's say if you want the shaded, you can go ahead with that. If you want the slouch, you can select that one. Okay, like that you can change the display styles from here. And remaining is the background. You can change it by using your required backgrounds. You can even add up the backgrounds like this to work on. So right now we don't need to concentrate here, later on I'll explain. The last one is the graphics. You can able to add up the real graphics view mode if you are using the better graphics card, and you can even add the shadows at the bottom. Okay, and even these are the options, ambient occlusions and all. So it gonna look like realistic. And then coming to graphics area, here you can able to rotate the model and tilt the model, each and everything you can do it. And the last one is the status bar. Here you can able to get each and every inputs. Let's say if I select this particular edge, it's gonna give the details. Let's say I'll open any of the part here, this one, and if I just select this face, it's gonna give the details here in the status bar. You can see the diameter is 24. It's gonna give the inputs. If there is something wrong here, it's gonna give the red input. Okay, so this is about user interface. Any doubts here?
No.
So now what you need to do is, in the next session I'll ask the questions. Let's say if I ask where is search bar, you need to say it is in menu bar, the location is here. If I say where is options, you need to tell this is the options tab. Okay, and if I ask where you get the sketch features, you should say it is into command manager. You're gonna get into tabs like this. Okay, if I ask where is design library, it is into task pane. This is the location. Okay, so I need to simply work on the user interface properly. And if I ask where is section view, you need to tell it is in heads up view toolbar. This is the location. Not everything, whatever the things I have given in the bracket, that is more than enough. Clear?
Okay. Yes.
Fine. So let me just go one by one here. Today I'm gonna just showcase how to set up your user interface as per your requirement. Fine. So let me explain about the menu bar today. Okay, what and all you can do it over there. So in the menu bar you can see this icon, right? If you just select this one, you can unpin your all the file and views. So if you pin this, you're gonna get all the things by default here. okay, the file, edit, views and insert. If you unpin this, they will hide, and whenever you open on this icon they will be open. Okay, in the file, normal Windows file explorer, like normal Windows files are there, everything you're gonna get like new, open, saving files and creating these options, and remaining I'll explain later. Fine. And in views you're gonna get the displays, same thing in the heads of view bar you're gonna get it. Okay, and even you can go ahead with the hide and show and few of the other extra tools. Right now you don't need to concentrate. And same thing with the tools, you're gonna get all the tools from here. Let's say if you want to deal with the plastics, you're gonna get the tools from there. Okay, sketch tools, all the advanced tools will be available from here, like equations and all. And coming to these icons, you already know this is for opening the new tab, or this is for opening the files, saving and printing, and this is for rebuild. I'll explain later, just remember. And in the options, you have two tabs here. One is system options and the document properties. Okay, whatever the updates you're gonna do here, it will be updated for entire software. Remember, in the system options, whatever the updates you're gonna do, it will be updated into entire system. And if you do any changes here particularly, it gonna update it only for that particular file. Clear? Remember these 2 points now. Any doubts up to here?
Sir, where it is now, Yashwant?
This icon, options.
Okay.
And this search tool will help you to deal with these all the things. You can see, you can search for the commands, you can search for the SolidWorks help, and you can search for the files and my SolidWorks option. Let's say I want line tool, you can simply type line and you can select the line. If I select this line here, it's going to activate the tool, and if I click on this one, it will just take you to that location. You can see, and it will give the thumbnails. Getting?
Yes.
Let's say again, let's try. So this time I need a circle. Simply click on this icon. It will take you to there and it will give you the thumbnail. Okay.
Yes.
And this is about menu bar. Now I'll explain about the customization here. In the options, you have one more thing, that is customize. Okay, from here you can add in the add-ins which and all available, like you can see SolidWorks simulation, routing, motion. If you want to use these all the steps, you can directly activate from here so that they will be active. And even you can use this SolidWorks add-in. Instead of only CAD, you have the PhotoViewer 360, SolidWorks motion, routing, simulation and all. Okay, don't worry about these things right now. Just remember, add-ins will help you to add extra features so that you can work on. Let's say you are going to learn the simulation. If you click on this tab, SolidWorks simulation add-in will be running. And now these are the features. You already know in the features you're gonna get all the tools related to features like sweep, extrude, cut extrudents and all. Don't worry about these right now. In this one we have the customize. You can see this one, right? If you select this, before that let me just showcase this one. By using this one you can set up your icon size. So even in mobile you can do this one. So if you want this small, you can go it with this. If you want the medium size, you can set it up medium and large. These are the three standard formats which are available in this. So we recommend you to go with the small. If you want the icon should be better, you can select this one medium. So all the icon will be updated as per the medium size. You can see,
Yes.
like this.
Okay.
Now in the customization, you have the lots of things to learn, but right now I am not gonna take you through these all the steps. So in the next session I'm gonna explain. Okay, it's gonna take hardly 20 minutes to deal with these all the steps. Right now I'll not take you through this. Here I'm gonna showcase how to set the mouse gestures and the keyboard shortcuts and all. So right now it is not needed. Any doubts here?
No.
So right now what you need to do is, whatever the session I have covered, I'll share you the recording. Go through it and come back with each and everything. Okay, just remember about each and every user interface where the tools are located. Clear?
Yes.
So this is all about today's session, so go ahead with this
Okay.
and just share your mail ID so that I can share this recording.
Yes.
Clear? And in the tomorrow session I'm going to explain how to customize your user interface, and we'll directly start working on the Sketcher workbench. Okay, the first lesson, how to deal with the sketchings and all. No doubts, right?
Yes.
Any clarifications needed?
No. No.
Okay then, shall we wind up the session?
Okay.
So if you
So
want me
sir,
to, if you want me to continue, I'll continue.
you can continue.
No issues, right?
Yes.
Okay then. Now concentrate. I'm gonna deal with the Sketcher workbench. Okay, lesson number 2. So how you gonna open the software? First thing is, you need to go to Windows and you can search the SolidWorks file. Okay, which version you are using. Use a drop down. From there select this one, that is SolidWorks 2021 version. You can even right click on it and you can pin to taskbar. Okay, and you can directly open it. So once you click on it, the software will be open. Okay, and you can even have the icons and you can click on the icon. Clear?
Yes.
This is how you browse the software. Once you browse it, your user interface will look like this, which has the menu bar, taskbar here, that is task pane here, and everything is blank. Now I need to work on the Sketcher workbench. What to do for that? You need to use this icon, that is new. Shortcut is Control N. Okay, if you press Control N or if you click on this icon, you're gonna get all the 3 standard templates. SolidWorks is all about these 3 templates. One is part, assemblies, and drawings. Okay, so right now I need to create the sketches so that I can create the parts. So I need to activate the part design workbench. Just select this one and click on OK. Clear? Once you do this much, you're gonna get the SolidWorks user interface like this. So which has the feature manager design interactive. Okay, all the planes are available and the origin. Okay, now I'll just pin this one here. You can see this icon, you can pin this one so that this will be visible until and unless you untick this. Now I need to create the sketch on the front plane. What to do? Write down few points. Lesson number 2, Introduction to Sketcher Workbench. Make it fast.
Yes.
First step, use the appropriate plane to create the sketches. Second point, always try to create the
Yes.
rough design of the model. Third one, apply the geometrical and dimensional constraints. Fourth one, fully define the sketch.
Fourth.
Fourth one, fully define the sketch. Last one, using desired features, create the models as per the requirement.
And last.
Using features,
During future.
create the models as per
Create.
the requirement.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna browse the files. I'll use the file explorer. Okay, I'll go to the location where I have saved it. Can you see this model?
Yes.
Is it visible?
Yes.
So now I want to see all the dimensions. You can use the right click on annotation and select the show feature dimensions. So software gonna showcase all the dimensions which has been used. Okay. By just seeing this, can you tell me how to design it? Let me make it normal to view so that you can understand how exactly the dimensions are. Can you see this now?
Events planning, events start చేసి
Yes.
So now I want to design the same. You can see the thickness is 6 mm and it has the dimensions like this, 125 and these. So what I need to do for this now? The first thing is go to new, concentrate, go to new, create a part, click on OK. Okay. Now by just seeing that model, I have I came to know that I need to utilize the front plane. Why? Because it is isometric view, and if you design here, this should exactly look like isometric view. So you should deal with the front plane here, because can you see here, if this is the isometric view, right? So on which plane I need to start my sketch? Should I start with top plane?
No.
If you start with the top plane, orientation will not be like this, right?
Yes.
So you cannot even start with the right plane, so your orientation will change. The angle of projection, third angle of first angle of projection will change. So better, like by just seeing the isometric view only, you need to understand from on which plane I need to start. So from this, the front plane is better, right? So now I'm gonna do the same here. Select the appropriate sketch, like plane is the first step. Now how to get into workbench, sketch a workbench? One is simply select the plane and use the pop-up, that is sketch, create sketch. One way. Otherwise you can directly click on the sketch and you can select this option sketch. It's gonna give you all the default planes and select the plane which you need. Clear? So right now front plane got selected. So now I need to deal with the tools here. I'll select the line. So what is the second point? Always try to create the rough sketch. So I'll create a rough sketch, so which will look like this, isn't it? This is kind of like this, right?
Yes.
Now by seeing this, let me just activate the sketch so that you can understand. This line is horizontal, right?
Yes.
So this should be horizontal. What you can do is select the line. Software will automatically give you the pop-up. Okay, you can select from here. Otherwise in the task pane, it's gonna give you the option. So this line can be changed to this horizontal from here. Okay, you can select the point, you can drag it however you want. Okay, even you can drag the lines also, remember that. Now this should be vertical. You can see the pop-up is active, you can select the vertical. Now the shape got changed. You can select the point, you can drag it and you can adjust however you want. Right now I am defining what? Geometrical constraint, concentrate. Okay, and now this should be what?
Horizontal.
Just click on it, select horizontal. Now what? These two should be perpendicular to each other, right? You can see the icon. What should I do? Hold the control, select the two lines and release this control. You're gonna get all the geometrical constraint. Make perpendicular, which you want you can select. From here also you can select. Instead of selecting two lines, you can directly select the single point. Software automatically recognizes the perpendicular. Got it? Same thing this side.
Yes.
Now I believe I have applied all the geometrical constraints. Right, now to deal with the dimensional constraints, we can directly go ahead with the dimensions. From here you can choose this icon, that is smart dimension. Right, select this and define the dimensions. So you can refer this. This is 25. Define the same. Okay, just select this one, drag it down and click once. You're gonna get the option to define the tools, that is here 32. And now between these two it should be how much? 125. If you just select two edges, it's gonna give the angle to define. Now is it fully defined? Is my sketch fully defined? Yes or no?
No. No.
What is fully defined? Am I audible?
Yes.
The sketch should be fully constrained. It should not have any constraint. So it should be fully defined, means it should not have any of the ways to move. You can see this point is moving, it is not fixed, and even this point is moving, right? I need to fix them. So you can see in the status bar it is showing it is still underdefined, right? And here you can see the black color lines indicate they are fully defined, and blue lines and points indicates they are underdefined, means we need to fully define them. And if you get the yellow or red, you need to consider that is overdefined. Clear?
Yes.
You getting? No?
Yes. Yes.
Now I need to define the dimension between these two. So you can select these 2 points and you can have it. You can see if you simply hover like this, you can able to change all the formats. If you want the oriented dimension, you can have it. If you move it downwards, you're gonna get the horizontal. If you move towards your right or left, you're gonna get the vertical dimension. Right now I need horizontal, define it 50, and this dimension should be 20. Any doubts up to here?
So the 50 dimension, can you show it again?
Yes?
The 50 dimension.
Okay. कैसे डाला मैंने?
हाँ, yes, yes.
Okay, just right click on this dimension and delete. Okay, select the smart dimension tool, select this point and this point. Okay, drag it downwards. Clear?
Yes.
Any doubts here?
No.
Okay, so my sketch is my sketch fully defined now? Yes or no?
Yes. No.
Yes or no? How come?
Uh,
You can see in the status bar it is telling it is fully defined. Can you see this?
yes.
You need to confirm by this, and even you can see all the lines are in black. There is no issues with my sketch.
Yes. Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Now what I can do is I can go ahead with the features now. Okay, right now I need extrude. You can select the extrude, means it will add the material. Select this and define the thickness. Here there are many options. Right now I'm going to select the blind and I'll define the thickness as 6 mm. Okay, the model is ready. Let's say I want to make the changes in the dimension. What to do? This should be 22 for me.
Mm.
You can select any of the face. Software gives you all the inputs, dimension. Simply double click on it and make the changes. Getting? One shot. You don't need to go into the sketch and edit that one. No need. Now I need to apply the appearance for this. You can simply select the
But,
appearance. Yes.
Other dimension will not change.
What? Yeah, everything will
If we
change.
change-
Each and every dimension will change.
No, not like that. Means if we change one dimension, the other.
No. Only which you change, that will be changed. Not other. Let's say I'm going to change this one, okay, 25 to 20. You can see only that will change, remaining will stay constant. Clear?
Yes.
Now I need to apply the appearance for this. You can simply select the face and select this icon, appearances. It's gonna ask you for what? Face, feature, body or entire part. I need to apply the color for entire part. I'll select, and from here you can define the appearance. So red or green or whatever the color you want. And even you can use this tab and you can browse for the appearances, metallic or whatever you want. And even you can drag and drop them to have the appearance realistic. You can even activate the real graphics views and the mirrors, so then you can have a better look. You can see like this. Any doubts here?
No.
So same thing, you need to deal with the case study, and then once you are done with that, you need to solve these all the exercises. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay,
Mm, okay.
so now I'll let you know where the location are there to download these all the stuffs. So you need to use your file explorer. Okay, and from there you need to do the same in your PC. Okay, search for the SolidWorks files, SolidWorks training files. Okay, SolidWorks training files. You'll get the first option, all SolidWorks training files. You getting? No?
Yes.
So from there, here in the product area, you need to select the SolidWorks CAD. Okay, and then version which you are using, and the essentials you need to select from here. Where is it?
Mm,
Here. Just search and just click on this icon. Okay,
mm,
all the files will be downloaded. Just extract them.
okay.
Run this. %38 downloaded. So you can go to downloads here. Click on S. Okay, location you define where you want. I'll select the desktop. Click OK. Unzip. Clear? Once you do that, you're gonna get these files on your desktop. Where are they? Can you see this folder? Essentials. Go inside.
Yes.
Not this one. I think let me cross check into this PC. No. It should be there itself. Animations, let me cross check. Once you download it, it will be in the downloads. Okay, you can directly go there and you can again do the same. I'm getting angry now. You can see here this one. In the lesson number tool, you need to go with the exercises. You need to complete these all the steps, okay, and the case study. Clear? You got it right?
Hmm. But exactly what I have to do?
You need to recreate this one, okay, these parts again you need to recreate, and the exercises also you need to recreate. You should not copy them by using these dimensions and all reference.
Hmm.
You need to create your own folder. You need to create the parts again by just referring them as a reference. Clear?
Okay.
So create your own folder on the desktop. In it you recreate everything.
Hmm.
Any doubts in the session?
No.
Okay then, so we can wind up the session. So please practice the same.